Hey up my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How is everybody doing? I'm just going to pop open the chat so we can see who's here when it appears. Okay, here we go. Wow, so 27 people waiting. So let's give a big welcome to Rob. Hello, Rob. You was the first one in today. Natasha, Stephanie, Sandra, Mendy. Hello, Mendy. Oh, I really enjoyed your interview last night, by the way, with Rochelle over Amethyst Ascension. I did feel for you when you ended up being stranded there, but I thought you handled it really, really well. So, well done, lovely, because it was really nice. Who else have we got? Lunar Eclipse. And Lisa, Tycon, Jonathan, Aloha, Robin, hello Robin, Patsy, hello Patsy, good to see you, MS, Pyramide, trying not to repeat the names that's already been said, Patrice, Stephanie, Becoming the Crone, Aquarius Owl, Trisha, Grey Haze, Chris, Dan, hello Dan, good to see you, Orsi, Eva, Tammy Pie, Abosade, hello, B-Jam, my package has arrived, I shall show it in a minute, Shea, Merrick, and we have Becca. Hello, Becca. Karen. Nice to see you, Karen. And Blue Crescent, Raven Song has retracted the message. Neem. Hello, Neem. And I think I've caught up. I think. Yes, we've caught up. So great to see everybody. How are we doing? How is life? So I think it's been a couple of weeks since the last QuaranStream, or maybe it was last week. I'm all out of sorts, but I think it's a couple of weeks since we last did a QuaranStream. But I thought I'd pop on and just do a check. We're matching today, Dar. My t-shirt came too, yeah. So I don't know if you saw on Sunday, if you go into Jen Rodriguez from who does Tarot Playdate, Jen's Balanced Tarot. She was wearing this t-shirt and she sent a link out and mine arrived today. It's a little bit big, but I kind of like my t-shirts big and baggy. But I'll show it you so you can see it. It says no justice, no peace. And you've got these chains here. And 100% of the proceeds go to Black and Pink National Bail Fund, and also the Orca Project, which supports Black trans people. So Jen shared them, and they were up for a limited time, probably about a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I ordered them, and Jen, and obviously a few people. Does anyone have a link? Maybe Elle might be able to get a link. If not, I can add one into the description afterwards. I'm not sure if they're still available or not, because I know it said for a limited time, limited offer. But the main thing is the 100% of the money raised from these t-shirts go to those projects. So, and they're great, aren't they? You know, I really like them. I think they're Fruit of the Loom as well, so they're quite good quality t-shirts. Pardon me, t-shirts too. Also thought QuaranStream was over. So QuaranStream technically is over because I used to go live every day during lockdown. And then with going back to work and things like that, it's as and when, you know. So I'll pop on occasionally, but I don't want to say, you know, every Wednesday or every Thursday or and be locked in because I don't know where I'm going to be with work and commitments. And so it's just as and when I can. If I'm working from home one particular day and I finish work at 5, then I will pop on and say hello. And because technically for a lot of people, quarantine isn't over until at least September. So there's still a lot of people who are isolating and stuff. Hi Amanda, good to see you as well. Jamie, hello Jamie, and Silka. If anybody else has come in and I've missed you, Vesid, then apologies, but I hope everybody's doing okay. So yeah, so how are you lot? How are you all doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. How are we coping with the new normal, however that looks like for you in your part of the world? Jodie, hello, good to see you, Jodie. So much goodness. Thank you for supporting people of colour and the trans community. Absolutely. More than happy to. No problem. It was great. Weather is shit here. Becca, Becca, the weather's been shit here too. All week. Cold. Well, it's a little bit milder today, but yesterday I'd got a jumper on, slanket around me, and yeah, I was freezing. So it's not been brilliant, has it? And Sunday, I loved Sunday going out into Derbyshire, but it was so windy. It was refreshing, but it was really, really windy. So yeah, it's hard to believe it's July, isn't it? So I'll talk about them in a minute. So firstly, I just want to show these because B-Jam's in the room. I have had a peek because I got this Jiffy bag. I blocked out my address. I got this little Jiffy bag in the post today and I wasn't sure what it was because there was no kind of name or return address on. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look and see what this is. And as soon as I peered in, I knew it was from B-Jam because he contacted me a couple of weeks ago. Drizzle all week, pants. I know. I bet you've not been doing walking to work or not. And B-Jam he lives in the same city as me, and we will meet up for a cuppa at some point when we're all kind of back to normal. But he contacted me and said that he makes mala beads and he wanted to send me some. And I was like, thank you, that's really, really kind. And I've had a peek in, and I should have asked really, are you okay with me showing them? I should have contacted you earlier, but it's been so full on at work today that I haven't had chance, but I'll just wait for you to say if it's okay. I kind of hope it is now I've gone down that rabbit hole. Oh, a QuaranStream. Hello, Elizabeth. Yeah, it arrived. Whoop. So, I'm okay to show. I'll just wait. Yes, it's fine, Simon. Oh, good. Thank you. So, there is a card. And the mala, there's 2 lots. Now, one was underneath the other. You didn't tell me you were sending 2. And we have some oil as well. Oh, wow. So we have neroli, citrus oil. Oh, 5% of it is coconut as well. Oh, it smells lovely. Is this burning oil for oil burners, or can it be put on the skin? Directions for use. Oh, you can put a couple of drops in the bath. That's good. Everybody knows my story about when I took a bath with some essential oils and it was like being stung by a dozen wasps, because apparently I shouldn't have done that. But this says I can put some drops in the bath, so that's good. Do you make them to sell, says Sandra. Yeah, promote if you do. Hi, April. So firstly, I've seen some that are tiger's eye, and I love tiger's eye. I love gold tiger's eye. I love blue tiger's eye, red tiger's eye. I thought the light and dark mala beads balanced each other. These are gorgeous. Oh wow, they're gold and blue tiger's eye. Just look at these. And the little cups that join them, they're amazing. I love them. Wow, look at the blue and the gold together. What talent. I just wouldn't have the patience to sit and thread all these, or you can't even see where they start, you know, or end. They're gorgeous. Let's pop them on. Oh, wear them. They feel really lovely. Thank you so much. I'm not quite sure what these white ones, maybe the card says. Let's have a look at the card. Oh my goodness, I recognise that place. That's Select a Disc. Select a Disc. Is that still going? For those in the chat are like, what's he going on about? It's a shop in Nottingham. It's been around since the 90s, easily, maybe even earlier than the 90s, but I first remember seeing it early in the 90s, and it was a record shop. That's why it's called Select a Disc. And it used to be over 3 shops on, is it King Street, Queen Street, one of the two. But you could find everything in there. And I remember going in there and getting Chumbawambas before they got famous with I Get Knocked Down. They had an album out, 1994, called Anarchy. And on the cover, there was a baby being born, this baby's head being born. And I got it from Select a Disc. They suit you so well. Thank you. I was always shopping and swapping in Select a Disc. Love that place. Has it gone? This is great that you've got a card though of Select Disc. What's it say on the back? Select a Disc Market Street. Well, it's moved then because it used to be on. Oh no, perhaps it was Market Street because there's 3 together, isn't there? There's King Street, Queen Street, Market Street that go up from the square. Anyway, let's have a look. Neroli, so this is the oil, is pre-diluted, so you can use it directly on the skin. One of my favourites, that's good to know. Let's put some on. Oh, and I love oils that you can put on. I think I showed you, didn't I, that I got that from Ice 9 in Nottingham. Oh, that smells lovely. And you can smell the coconut very subtly. So, oh, it smells lovely. These marlers were calling out to be gifted to you. Hope you like them. I love them. Here's put Simon, hey up me duck. Proper knots boy. The Hermit's Cave has really helped me along my tarot journey. Thank you for all you create and share, Ben. Oh, thank you, Ben. I really appreciate that. So, I'm not quite sure. You'll have to tell me what stones these are. Neroli oil is supposed to be great for anti-aging. I need it. I'm turning 50 this year. I need some anti-aging help. Oh, wow. Oh, these are beautiful. That looks like an obsidian. And that, they could be selenite or even moonstone. I'd never believe it. You look fab for your age. Thank you, sweet talker. So moonstone, Candice put. This, I have got a crystal like this, and I'm sure it's an obsidian, not snowflakes. That's black with little white marks, like a marble. Oh, Simon is online. Can someone tell me if Simon has a regular time slot? I don't, Anne. Hello, Anne, by the way. I've just popped on to do an impromptu QuaranStream. The light marler is howlite and rose quartz. Wow, maybe it's the lighting in here. Or that is very pale. Yeah, you can see now, look, that it's got a rose tint to it. Howlite, of course. Oh, they're amazing. I'm gonna wear these as well. I'll be like Liberace by the end of it. But they feel great. Thank you so much, Ben. That is really kind. You know, when you said you were sending me a set of mala beads, that, you know, was really, really thoughtful. But for you to send 2 as well, they're gorgeous. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I can imagine. The Hermit's Cave as Liberace. All right. Don't you pipe up. I watched the film Candelabra. I could never behave in that way. Oh, that's a nice cup of coffee. They're gorgeous, Ben. You're so talented. It really is. The dark marlet is tiger's eye, gold sheen, obsidian, black agate. You're so welcome, Ducky Egg. Wow, that's black agate. I thought there was blue. Blue as tiger's eye, because that kind of shimmers like a tiger's eye. So I thought it was gold tiger's eye and blue tiger's eye. So it's not. It's... I've lost it now. The dark marlet is tiger's eye, gold. Gold sheen obsidian, black agate. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to come back and watch the chat and write these down. But they feel lovely in the hand as well. They're just so nice. And did you answer whether you do? Simon says do. I always cross them like that for the infinity symbol when I'm chanting. Did you say in the chat whether you make them professionally or you're planning to sell them? Because you really should. I know you said to me, I want to give you some because there's only so many I can keep for myself, because I know you just do it for fun and pleasure. But, you know, if people want them, then... Elle, why are you putting the poo emojis? What's that about? Agate helps with empathic absorption of negative energies. I have a nice piece by my desk. Yeah, that's why I love malachite so much as well, because that absorbs negativity. And I have this big rough piece on my desk here for that purpose as well. You said do, Simon. Oh, is that why Elle's put that? Because I said do. I don't even would have referred to that as do. I suppose it is. I've been wanting some and would love to purchase from you. Yay! So as he said that he does. Not selling just yet. We could get busy and make more. You really should think about opening like an Etsy shop, because these would sell. They really would, because they are lovely and they're good quality. And of course, anything I can do to help you with that, then do let me know. Okay, so what else has been happening? I had another CS Tarot deck arrive yesterday, because I'm getting pretty obsessed with the CS Tarot. I'm actually really loving it. I have to take out the black back ones because they're in this tin. So I ordered, and it was a real surprise because, as you know, the original one that I got was the prototype deck, which was sent last year. This is the one with Pixie's signature on the back, which is no longer available. And I got one and Becca got one last year. And this was the only deck available. And then Conrad Stain released some others. And when he did them, he did me a special one, which I keep in this glass case. I wrap it in purple silk. I love purple, it's my favourite colour. And then in here is my favourite ever crystal. This is the one that my mum bought me many years ago now. And I just adore it. It's one of those items that I just can't be without. It'll break my heart if anything ever happened to it, because it was a big moment. My mum, with her background and belief, you know, buying me a crystal. And then I got this version, which is the black back with gold gilding. Now this, if you buy it from It Playing Cards, comes with silver. I'm missing half of my head, aren't I? Oh, now I'm wobbling the camera. Now this is my go-to. I love it. It's got a lovely smooth cardstock. So I've had that one for a good month or so now. And then I showed you that I wanted to get the jumbo. And I love the jumbo version. So that's the jumbo version. Not as large as the ones that you get from like Tarot 80 weight or the giant Rider Waite or anything like that. It's somewhere in between a tarot size and that. And as I've mentioned before, with my hands, they fit perfectly. And Elle, also, you bought this version, didn't you, the jumbo? And even you could shuffle it and stuff. But again, very smooth, lovely cardstock. So that was like the fourth, but I didn't realise that the jumbo came with different back options for some reason. So I ordered it and then I thought, oh, you could have got it in orange. Then I'd have had a yellow back from the original, the black back, and an orange back. So I just thought, well, what the heck? I'll have a backup of the second edition because, you know, that one's gilded and everything, and if anything happened to it. So it came yesterday with the orange back, but I was really surprised because it's linen. So I messaged Conrad yesterday saying, Conrad, I know you said you weren't doing linen and Superior Smooth, but it's come in linen. I'm not complaining because I don't have it in linen and I really like it. And he was like, no, Simon, it does. It's just the gilded you can't get in linen. The Make Playing Cards won't allow gilding on linen decks. So here's me thinking I've got something really rare. I didn't know until it came yesterday. But, so I love it. So I've got a version in linen as well. I did indeed, says Elle. I have the jumbo as well, says Sandra. Did you show that, Sandra? Hi, Ellie. There is a linen option. Yeah, this is it. So I wasn't aware, but so it was a wonderful surprise when it came. But I love this version of the RWS. I think it is so, so beautiful. So yeah, that was my latest tarot deck to come. I received 4 yesterday because I had 3 from Schiffer and then this one that arrived. Yes, I did, Simon, and you commented. You all know what I'm like by now. Let's put that with the other tinned decks. I'm hopeless, I really am. What else? Oh, I got a new Dowsing crystal. Isn't that beautiful? This was just on Amazon. I went on Amazon. Actually, my friend, you know, my friend Adam H often comes in here. We've been friends for 16, 17 years. Really, I did some dowsing with him and he wanted one. So I thought, well, I'll get him one as a gift. And I went on and I saw this one on Amazon. And it was really reasonable. I think it was about $10.99, something like that. But it's really gorgeous and ornate. And it's amethyst. So I bought that and a book. And I thought, do you know what? I might order myself one as well. So I ordered one. And I really love it. Big up Adam. You keep saying that all the time. Big up Adam. And I don't know why. I mean, whilst we're talking of dowsing crystals. And I need to find the rest because Al and Shane in particular are saying, when are you going to do a video about dowsing crystals or crystal pendulums? And I've got a load. I've got like 10 somewhere that I've misplaced and I can't find them. I used to drape them over a picture that was on my sacred space. They used to hang down on it. And I took them off and I bagged them up and put them somewhere, and I can't find them. Otherwise, if I do, I will do a video on dowsing crystals and crystal pendulums. This is my absolute favourite. This one was handmade by Twist the Leaf, our friend Twist, and it's really gorgeous. I love all the flecks. So yeah, and I really like. I've used dowsing crystals for years, like 20 years now. Oh, chat's moving fast. Have I missed some comments? That's perfectly witchy. Love amethyst and it's beautiful. I'm trying to save money for Glastonbury. Me too. Glastonbury is 3 weeks. I was going to say 3 weeks tomorrow. 3 weeks on Friday. So yeah, I need to save some money as well. The one is that one is my speed all the way. That one is my speed all the way. Oh yeah, best get saving for Glasgow. Yes, Elle. Because you know what? When you get there and you see all those witchy shops selling crystals and tarot decks and oracle decks and candles and potions and oils, and it's like, imagine like a high street just full of metaphysical shops. That's Glastonbury. Simon, they could be in a box under your bed. Nothing could get under my bed. I've got a divan, but not a divan with drawers, just it goes all the way down to the floor. So I just don't know where it is. Epine de Vale, such a shame you can't come. It is a shame you can't come because he couldn't come to the meetup last year either. You came and met Becca and you saw Kelly Bear for a bit because you came a day before as they arrived. Can I come to Glastonbury, please? Yes, come. Saturday the 1st of August. Not a fan of animal decks as a rule, but it looked too adorable to resist. Oh, what deck's that? There's so many nice oracle decks. And then a couple of books. So the lovely Giselle over at Madwitch, I interviewed her a couple of weekends ago. She has created a Facebook group for newbie witches, and she did a live the other night and invited Amber Moon Amber from Lavender Moon, Amber Moon, and it was really lovely. Time to spend Glasgow style. Shame you can't come as well, Ben. That would have been fun. Anyway, I was having a meander around Waterstones on my lunch break the other day, and I picked up a couple of books. This little one here, which is the Little Book of Witchcraft, and this is really nice. It says, are you in need of a little magic to entice things into your life? Maybe someone you know could benefit from a good luck spell, or perhaps you want to feel more in control of your destiny. The Little Book of Witchcraft uncovers the mysteries of this ancient art and shows you how to tap into the positive, natural energies of the cosmos to release your inner power. Learn about different kinds of witchcraft and its fascinating history, its symbolism, and the basic principles of Wicca. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, Wicca is necessarily one sect of witchcraft that I necessarily would rate over another, but it is quite hard to get books that aren't necessarily around Wicca. But you know, I'm open to all sorts. But it's really lovely, and it's got things like the phases of the moon, tells you what each phase is for. It's got spells to help you focus, and it smells gorgeous as well. How to use a wand. It's got candles and candle magic. And Dan, who's in the chat from Epine de Vale, he does baby witching as well. So I thought they'd be good books to work with Giselle's group and Dan's group. Tools for 21st Century Witchcraft. So it's a nice little book. And then the second one that I got was this one, and I've started reading this. This is The Modern Witcher's Guide to Happiness. And this is self-care rituals, mystic guidance, and magic spells to harness your power. It's by Luna Bailey. Discover everything you need to know to become a modern witch, from working with tarot cards and healing crystals to learning how to harness the power of the natural world and understand the stars. Unlock the magic of modern witchcraft and infuse your everyday with happiness. And this is set out beautifully. That's where I'm up to so far. I started reading this one, and it's just talking about, at the moment, connecting with nature, listening to your gut, how to send positive intentions, starting with the breath. It's just got everything, but it's written in really easy, bite-sized information, and I'm really enjoying it. Awakening your intuition. Then it's got finding your rituals, so rituals that you want to do, chakra work, Reiki, creating a space, a sacred space. I might get some more tips for my sacred space. Healing herbs, astrology. It's got everything in here, but they're really easy. And there's a whole section on tarot. And I can't place the deck as well. So we've got Embrace Your Psychic Power with Tarot. I will go back and have a look at the comments because I can see I'm being tagged. How to read tarot cards, shuffling through time, uses for tarot. So it's got a focus for meditation, a tool for clarifying goals, a guide to self-knowledge and personal growth, a tool for understanding the future, a tool for helping us come into our own power. Picking the right deck for you. It also talks about how little tips, how you can use things like dowsing crystals with a tarot deck, which is quite apt. But yeah, these are the cards that they're using. Spreads, and then it's got a very quick reference for each of the cards. And it gives you what wands, pentacles, swords stand for, and then each of the numerological associations. Kind of reminds me a bit of like Deck of the Bastard, but it's not. But anyway, so I've shut the book now and put my place marker back in where I was up to. That's where I was up to. So yeah, so I bought a couple of books on beginners witchcraft. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Glastonbury on bucket list for next year. Hawaii first. Oh, Hawaii, that sounds nice. You're so right, so hard to find non-Wiccan books on witchcraft. There'll be loads of witchy books in Glastonbury, absolutely. What beautiful presentation in both books. And the creator of The Way of the Panda has a Kickstarter project, the Spread Machine cards and Oracle. It's a deck you can use to create spreads. Looks amazing. A deck that you can use to create spreads. Okay, I'll need to check it out because I'm like, I can't think of a deck that you wouldn't use to create spreads. But yeah. Oh, I'm being sent the Shuffle Tarot as well. I've seen a lot about the Shuffle Tarot. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, because I love decks like the Before Tarot, the After Tarot, In Between Tarot. And then I heard about these shuffle decks where they've shuffled the actual archetype. So you might have something like the High Priestess stepping off a cliff instead of the Fool. And, you know, the Hierophant in the chair of the High Priestess or something like that. But the creator got in touch and said, can I send you my decks for an honest review? So I was like, yeah, I'll check them out. So they're on the way to me. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. I love your video on Before and After Tarot, Simon. Thank you. That's had so many hits. because I think it's called, because it's the before, during and after tarot. I showed them the three together and it's had a lot of hits. Also, what's arrived, and I've got to do a walkthrough, because can you believe 3.5 years of being on YouTube, I've never done a walkthrough of the Marielle Tarot. And this is the second edition. Now I've got my first edition that I had trimmed. I say had trimmed, I didn't do it, I paid for it to be done. And then I've got my gold gilded one, but this is the second edition Marielle, which has been sent to me by Schiffer. So I will do a walkthrough comparison and everything like that, because I've never done one on my channel for Marielle. And I think it's because I had the Marielle before I had a channel. And then when I was new to YouTube, it daunted me a bit, so I wasn't confident to do a walkthrough of it, but I am now, after working with it for the last 4 years. I'm doing all right. Oh, that's good. Got mine today. It's a lovely deck. What's that, Patsy? The Marielle? People would like to see a walkthrough of it. Simon, do you have Raymond Buckland's Big Blue book? No, I don't. The only Raymond Buckland books I've got is my Domino one, and he's also done one on playing cards, which I'm enjoying as well. I've done a video on that, the playing card decks. So, oh, you got your shirt? Yes, I showed it and talked about it. It came today, and Elle got hers today as well. And if, in case you're wondering why I'm covered in Marla beads, these are the beads that B-Jam has sent me, which are gorgeous. He sent me two sets to balance, and they're really, really lovely. Anything else? Oh, just to say, I am really loving the Shimmering well. This deck has rocked my world, and I don't say that lightly, but I just cannot put it down. Absolutely in love. Everything about it. I mean, the depth, the cardstock is amazing, but the depth of the images are just incredible. Absolutely incredible. The colours in it are beautiful. And Scylla Conway is working on Davis 2. I forgot what it's called now. It begins with an M. But it's a follow-up deck. There's the Hangman card. It's a follow-up deck to Davis of Creation, and that's coming out. And then also she's doing a Book of the Dead deck as well. But look at the colours on that. So I adore this. I really, really love it. I love the Fool card. There's two Fool cards. There's the Fool and then there's the Golden Fool. Look at the High Priestess. It is gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. And I can't get enough of it. And you know, every so often, as deck collectors, and I kind of embrace that term now, there's the Chariot, you get used to certain kinds of decks and you find your niche and you know what you like and you know what you don't like. And Scylla Conway reached out and said, can I send you a copy of this? And I loved Davis of Creation, so I was like, yeah, I'd love that. But I wasn't prepared for the impact of this deck. I mean, look how rich and vibrant. And I was just kind of oohing and ahhing over every card. But and there's the Hermit. And you know, she's contacted me to say she's going to send me a print of the Hermit card. And she's just so lovely. She really is lovely. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention it because I can't stop working with it. I love it. There's the Moon. And there is a full walkthrough of this on my channel, 8 of Water. Look at that. So it's really incredible. Anybody else got it? I know Sandra's got it. Have you started to work with it yet, Sandra? I think it just come yesterday. Anybody else? And Ben has got it as well. There are two versions of this card because she was mindful of the fact that there are people who have phobias about snakes. So she offered an alternative one, which is electricity. She's manifesting electricity. So you get to choose which version. I kept the snake one in. It only came yesterday, Simon. Yeah, I don't know if you'd had a look at it or walk through or work with it last night and this morning. But it's just so gorgeous. What do you guys think? There's the Justice card. I want mine. It's such a powerful tool. It really is. There's the Golden Fool. So that comes at the end. So this is card number 22. So the Fool completing his journey, now rich with knowledge and, you know, that sort of attainment of everything that he was in search of, goes from being that white fool to the golden fool. And look at the colours of the background. And I loved that concept. So I hope there's still copies left for after my buy-in fast. I'm sure there will be because Scylla self-publishes and Davers of Creation has been around for a long time. So I would imagine that the Shimmering Veil will be around too. And the book, for a little book, is a gem. It really is. She does go into all the information about the cards as well as giving you the divinatory meanings. So it's coming up to 45 minutes, me ducks. Let's just see if there's any comments that I might have missed. Ben says he really likes the cardstock that Scylla's chosen for the deck. It just feels wonderful. On the way, says Sean. Mine is on the way, says Nancy. I get paid tomorrow. I'm getting this deck, says Blue Crescent. Yeah, there's lots of... Candy says it looks amazing. I loved it on your first walkthrough too, Simon. I love it more every time. Yeah, it's incredible. What deck? Judy, it's the Whispering Well. That's our Sandra's channel name. The Whispering Veil. The Shimmering Veil Tarot by Scylla Conway. Any other comments? No, I don't think so. So, shall I pull a Roots and Wings, being as it's a QuaranStream? Hi, Jackie. Some people are meeting up at Glastonbury on the 1st of August. Welcome to join. Nancy says, I was only 3 cards into Simon's walkthrough when I decided to hit buy. Yes, that's the thing about the UK meetup. It's not really a meetup anymore. There's a handful of us, if that are going to be there. Current situation has changed it. But if you're comfortable and you want to come and there's accommodation, then, or you might want to just come for the day. I think Abossa Day was talking about coming just for one of the days. Whether that's still the case, and I don't know if she's still in the room. But you can come on the Saturday. The Saturday is going to be more sort of the town, having lunch together, going around the shops and amenities. The Sunday is going to be a little bit more slower paced and more spiritual. So going to the Chalice Well, going to the Tor and that sort of thing. Options if you want to go to the Abbey. But the more sort of gentle side of it. So whichever you prefer, or you can get some accommodation and come for all of it. And happy to, happy to meet people. And you don't have to spend all your time with us. You can go off and do your own thing and we'll agree to meet up at certain times. So it's all good. Chantal was asking about Glastonbury, so hopefully I've answered that then. And Sandra's asking a boss a day whether she is still coming. I'm not sure if B is still here in the chat. I did see her at the beginning. I hope that you vlog it. Come on, Jodie. Do you really think I'm not going to be filming and doing stuff? I'd have been there just so far from me now. I've moved. Yeah, it is. It's going to take me probably 3. In fact, Jen, when you went from my flat... Oh, my dinner's ready. You went from my flat to Glastonbury, didn't you? Can you remember roughly how long it took? I think you said about 4 hours. Of course you will. Just found a room for 2 nights for only £160. Bargain. Come down. Treat yourself. Throw caution to the wind. Live. It could just be what you need. You don't need much when you're there, just a bit for food. Would so like to go to see Willow Herbs. Yeah, well, if you can get over here. In the centre of Glastonbury too. Well, I'm in the centre of Glastonbury. I'm on the high street. So 3 to 3.5 hours, except maybe a little longer because I took a wrong turn and it was raining like crazy. I remember it well. Merrick says Glastonbury is on my bucket list travels. If you want to have a look on my playlist, if you go to Hermit on Tour, you will see Glastonbury. I filmed when I went last time and met up with Giselle from Mad Witch. And the day before is on there with Dan when we went to Avebury, which is also amazing. I was trying to think whether I could leave, because I was going to leave early Monday morning to travel back, whether it's going further out of the way or on the way back to call in at Avebury just to go and check out that hen shop again, because I don't know if I'm going in the right direction or wrong direction or whether I'm adding miles to the clock. Connor, is Connor here? Hello all, hi Simon. Oh Connor, I'm just finishing off. I'm just pulling a card. I've been on since 5:30, but it's good to see you. How you doing? You can drive through Avebury on your way to Nottingham. That's what I'm doing. And you know, if you want, Dan, if it helps, mind you, I'm going down on the Friday. I was going to say, if it helps, you could have always drove from Manchester to here and come with me to Glastonbury. But that would mean you getting accommodation on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And then obviously I'd have brought you back on the Monday. But this damn virus, I had to cancel Hever Castle. Just finishing off. Al, stop it. Just because Connor's turned up, don't mean you have to go back to smutty Al. I think this deck is shuffled enough now. Enough. Oh, we have Seasons. We've not pulled that one before. Do you know when you pull a card sometimes, do you automatically hear a song? I do it so many times. I've got that. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. Everybody that's under the age of 45 is like, what song is that? But it's taken from the Bible, I think. Is it Revelations? For everything under heaven there is a season, a time to live, a time to die, time to reap, a time to sow, and all that sort of thing. But this is Seasons, and, you know, we get this cyclical motion. And the seasons remind us, actually, that everything is ebb and flow. Everything is cyclical. You know, what dies is reborn. Just as sure as, you know, those beautiful buds that arrive in spring and blossom and they're there through the summer months and then die away through autumn and winter. Spring comes again and life is renewed. And seasons help us to remember that whatever the situation we're currently in, it's temporary as well as permanent, if that makes sense. There is a permanence to the universe as long as the universe is going to be here, and one day even that will end. But then what comes after that? The universe isn't everything. We have multiverses. But there is a permanence, but there's also a temporariness within that permanence. So our situations, our life experiences, everything are always accumulating and always growing as we go through this wheel of time, where we keep going round the wheel of the year and the seasons change. But also, as I started off saying, remember there is a time and a season for everything. And if we're experiencing something that we're perhaps not getting joy from at the moment, or we're feeling a bit down on our luck, or we're feeling a bit down in the dumps, which a lot of us have recently, then the wheel will keep turning. That's why we have the Wheel of Fortune as well. Our fortunes will change and we'll experience different things. Nothing is nothing lasts forever. That temporariness will keep evolving and keep changing. The same with good times as well. You know, savor them. If we're feeling great at the moment and everything's going our way and we're up on our luck, relish it, cherish it, because that everything changes. We experience everything that we need to experience in our human incarnation. So the idea is that we imbue our immortal souls. We learn the lessons through these constant changes, and we develop and grow. So, wow. Thank you everybody for being here today. It's been really lovely just to jump on and have a chat with you all. Thank you again, Ben, if you're still here in the chat, for your amazing mala beads. I will treasure these and really look after them. So thank you so much. And good to see everybody. Just saw your shirt. Yeah, so if you want to rewind back to the beginning, you'll hear me talk about this shirt, why so many of us in the community have bought it, the 100% of the money, where it goes, and just yeah, that's on it at the beginning. All right, everyone, enjoy Hump Day. Oh, that reminds me, tonight there'll be a live with Becca because it's Hump Day. It is Hump Day, isn't it? Yes, Wednesday, Hump Day. So hopefully, if you can make it, I'll see you over at Becca's at 9 o'clock. And until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be. Oh.